Roll sound. Rolling.
Take one.
And action.
Quentin, what makes us fall in love with B-movies?
Gosh, you know, it's funny. I mean, for me, it's a thing where it's when I was a child, I just you know, a little boy growing into a bigger boy. I just gravitated towards them. They were just something about the sensationalistic aspect of the posters, of the newspaper ads, of the TV spots, just made them so exciting. It was like inside of, you know, if there was a theater and there's a door and there's a poster, inside this door, you don't know what could happen here. Like, you know, and it was like, you know, slightly naughty, and it's not Hollywood, it's not approved, and my parents wouldn't even get it. You know, and so there was something always just that drew me to them in that way. And you had to see a lot of bad ones, all right, to get that good one. But when you did find that good one, it was so exciting and it was so cool.
I love being able to work with Quentin, you know what I mean, on Death Proof, because his whole concept of that night, going to the movies and seeing 2 movies and experiencing the grindhouse type films, I thought was a great idea.
Is that something that you personally can identify with?
Sure, absolutely. No, I mean, I was first of all, I used to go to them because they were like, we called them date movies. We would grab a couple of, you know, not the most well-respected girls, you know, if we could find them fast enough, if they weren't already taken, and take them to these movies, you know, because they were longer. You can make out with them longer. And also, the weird part for me was that every once in a while I was up for the movie. I was going in on interviews for some of them, you know, and so I was on 2 levels. I was not appreciating them. I was aware of them on the watching level and on the level of, you know, I may go do this.
Rosário, do you like horror movies, or how do you relate to this universe?
You know, it's funny, I do like horror movies. I have a tendency, like, you know, I got to see the film yesterday, and, like, you know, juxtaposing Planet Terror with Death Proof is kind of fascinating, because they're both those horror genres, but they're very different. One's a very sensational, gory, disgusting, pussy kind of thing that just grosses you out, and it's just like, I can't believe they filmed that. And this other one, Death Proof, is very realistic. And those movies are the ones that really scare me. Those like Hostels, those Saw kind of movies. Like, those are the ones that I have to be in the right frame of mind to watch. Because it's freaky to me, it's scary to me to watch something that could really happen. You know, to really think, wow, some guy in his car could decide to do that. And then what do you do? Like, it just makes you feel a little helpless, or really starts making your brain think about how you would survive. And that's a scary thing to start pondering. It's like, I don't even want to think about myself being in that situation, so I don't even want to create that. But those gory, crazy ones, when I watch those movies, I just want to be in it. Like, I'm like, I want my head decapitated with blood and like all the stuff, and like start to become a zombie. Like, I want all that stuff, so.
You've seen this guy before?
I saw him outside of Guero's.
I saw you outside Guero's too.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Is Quentin Tarantino so intense directing as he is as a person?
Yes.
Absolutely.
It's the same. I feel like it's one.
Yeah.
I feel like he's Quentin Tarantino all the time.
Yeah.
It's all about film. It's all about music. It's all about a vision. It's all about creating every second. That's how the character, I mean, I think just by watching me and kind of like talking to me, that's how he sort of came up with the character Arlene. He's just always watching you, thinking of ideas, and next thing you know, a year later, he's like, okay, I have this idea, da-da-da-da-da, this is what we're, you know, and it's like, his whole life is a film I think he sees through.
Yeah, he's never not in filmmaking mode, and
no.
Sometimes when you're talking to him, and if you've had your interview, you might have sort of seen it, but you know, he'll be talking to me sometimes, and I see him, and he gets really focused, and I see him observing.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, I hear this like recorder in his brain, you know, taking down every word I say, and I see him looking, and I'm like, and then there's something happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta catch me, my girl.
small things in the film that apparently play an homage to previous films like Kill Bill, your cheerleader outfit.
The colors.
My
car.
Was there all that on purpose and thought on set?
Absolutely. Yeah. We directly quote other Quentin. That's the thing about Quentin. I don't know how he gets away with it.
I know.
Where he spoofs himself.
Not even spoof. He like pays homage to himself.
He's to himself. Yeah, exactly. But
Quite
it's
an ego,
but
you
it's
know?
cool, you know. It's cool, you know. Jungle Julia is in the Kill Bill outfit on a. I'm like, how do you get away with that? How do you work that out? But he really does, and you're not mad at him.
It's cool.
No, his fans go,
He's brilliant.
look what I discovered.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she's in the Kill Bill outfit. Yeah.
Can't let you go.
Because in Tarantino's Death Proof, a grindhouse feature.